Hello, it's me, Naomi, or NaomiiiPlays, whatever you want to call me, and I'm here with piquantgal. How are we all? Okay, very excited, I think.
I'm
cool.
Good. I'm ready for this run.
I'm just gonna hit new game, and I'll count down for the time because it doesn't start on new game. Don't worry about it. So let's count down. 3, 2, 1, 1.5, go. All right, there we go. So welcome to Time of Frog Island. So what Time of Frog Island is what I like to call a classic adventure game, but modern. Adventure games overall have like this long history where they essentially were some of the very first games. Think about Zork, classic adventure game, Murder or Mystery House by Sierra Online. I also think of King's Quest. But more modern games that we've seen are things like What Remains of Edith Finch, fantastic adventure game. Ghost of a Tale is also a fantastic one. And Time of Frog Island. This one is one of my favorites. And what we're supposed to do is essentially repair our boat. We broke our boat when we arrived on the island. And we are just going to essentially do a lot of the quests on the first day. Because on the second day, the island is in disarray and the true adventure starts, where we have to figure out all of the NPC's woes. But we don't have time for that. We have like, 15 minutes. So we're here to just race to the end. And what we can do in this game is mainly just holding things and throwing them and talking to NPCs. And that's the whole gameplay. And we just have to do certain things in a certain order. But we're kind of breaking that order because on the first day, you're not really supposed to do anything. And also, I know there's not a lot of frogs on the screen right now. Don't worry, I got my frog hat, and I also will be seeing some frogs in town in a bit. What we're first going to do, though, is I need 2 items in the town that we're going to, where all the frogs live. And I need to juggle them a little bit, so we're just gonna grab these items and just throw them, pick up the next one, throw it, pick up the next one. This is very annoying because sometimes these items fall in places like that flower just now that I don't want them to. And what we're gonna do with this flower is we're going to trade it in for a feather so we can get a rope for our boat. So to do that, we need to do a little skip. Ooh, that will be hard to get. Okay, so we need to avoid the guard here. Go up here, throw that up there, grab the dumbbell and do a double jump like so. Give that to the axolotl, talk to the frog. And then we go back up, grab the feather, throw the feather, and then we're gonna bring some love for the guard. So we need this guard gone on the next day. And the only way we're gonna get him gone is by making him confess his love to the frog artist. And while we're running over there, let's do some donations.
You've absolutely got it. I have $100 here from Mike, who says, so excited on the runs. The gaming level is amazing. Keep doing what you do best. I also have $50 from Fly on Wall, who simply says, bzz, 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 bzz. Feels appropriate for Frog Island. I don't know. We have also shot up all the way to $450 out of $1,500 total for that Meta Nightmare 100% incentive. You all are absolutely coming out of the gate strong. I love the energy this afternoon.
Fantastic. I want to see that incentive met. I think it's a really fun incentive. Soul is delightful, so definitely donate towards that. Don't forget to add the incentive when you donate, honestly. It's very important. All right, so we're going to get this artist frog a bottle to paint because we want our plant back. The plant is an integral part to the captain's story. I'm going to explain that story now because you never get to see it in game. Essentially, the plant represents something very dear to the captain. It's essentially he's traveling around the world with the plant because that's what he and his wife always wanted to do. And so they built this boat and he really wanted to sail the world and see it together. But the wife got fatally ill and passed away. And on her grave, a plant grew. And to fulfill her dream, the captain is taking the plant across the world. I think it's a beautiful story. So we do throw it around. Don't take offense to that. We kind of just need it somewhere else. We're going to take the feather now to trade it in for the rope. This one just takes a little bit of time to trade in. And then we have done essentially everything we need to do on the first day, because this feather is otherwise very hard to get because the guard is always in the way. The guard is now gone. We already have the feather. And the reason we need the guard gone is because we need a steering wheel. And the best and quickest steering wheel is to use the shield on one of the training dummies. And the only way we can get that is by having the guard gone, because on the next days he's training on those. So can't really get it then. Waiting for this guy to start walking. Give me my rope. Give it. Thank you. And now we're just gonna bring this back to the ship. I'm gonna prepare for the night. So we have a lot more time for donations and vibes, honestly.
Oh, I can give some vibes and some donations at the same time. Like this $5 donation from 3pup who says, what? Time, like this $5 donation from 3pup who says, what?
Okay, I'm not sure what's happening right now, but I think 3pup killed Quack. So we're just gonna keep talking until she's back. Essentially what we did was set up campfire to get ready for the next day. Don't worry about it, it happens. And I need to focus for this next day, so Piquant, if you can please explain what we're doing, it would be great.
Yes, I would love to. So our next task is to grab the painter some blue paint so they can paint some paintings. We get that paint from worms, and worms get their color from the food that they eat.
And I never got the food.
Yeah, I was going to say, where's the food?
Don't worry about it, I got it.
At the very beginning of the run, you might have noticed that we grabbed this berry from from an orchard with some crows in it. So we're gonna grab that, take it over to the worms, and feed it to one of them so we can get a worm that is blue. But there's a couple problems here. So yeah, we throw it over, we grab the worm. Couple problems though. If we drop the worm, then the worm loses its blue color. Second problem is all those crows we saw earlier have eaten all of the berries, so we have no more blueberries. So it's really, really important that that Naomi does not drop the worm and does not, get absent-minded and start pressing buttons. Otherwise, we're gonna have a very, very bad time. But we have made it back with worm in hand.
We are good. Okay, so now we need to give the worm. There we go. So essentially, if you look at the worm, once it drops and hits the floor, it will just lose its color. That's bad, and that's why I have to focus, because I can just screw up the entire run, and it will add legitimate 3 to 4 minutes because we don't have anything as an alternative. So we hoisted the sails. Now it's time to get ourselves a steering wheel. Let's see, where can we get that? I have an idea. So we are hoping the game is not doing what it's supposed to do. Looks like we're good. Okay, so normally we cannot grab this shield because there's actually a different quest that will trigger for the steering wheel. The only way that we can grab this shield is if you don't trigger that quest, which we didn't. And also the only other way that we can finish our run in a little bit and a little bit faster is by essentially not having the blacksmith run around looking for the dog. If the blacksmith is running around and unavailable to give us a rudder in a bit, we are in a bad spot. We need to do the dog quest just to be able to finish our run. That will add like a minute to the run, which is fine. We got the time for that anyway. So we are now hands on hell. We got the ship fixed except for the rudder. So now we need to fix the rudder. And the idea is to talk to the blacksmith, because the blacksmith can make us a new rudder. And if you remember that rock that we got at the start of the game, that's what we needed it for. I need to grab it. There you go. I keep losing this in like my attempts. Need to talk to the guy first. And he will say, hey, I can give you a rudder, but I need a rock. All right, so we got the rock. There we go, gave it to him. And he will make us a rudder now. We're gonna do this really cool warp to go back to the start of the game. Here we are. And we're gonna go ahead and set up camp for the next day. The third day, it's always raining. And on that third day, we cannot really do anything quest-wise, which is perfect because we can still get the rudder. So we save a lot of time because after the third day is always guaranteed to rain. The fourth day is not guaranteed to, not always guaranteed to rain. There is a chance though, and we're hoping we don't get that chance. So what we are just going to try and do is make sure we don't hit that RNG check. Honestly, there's nothing I can do against it. It's just hoping, honestly. What I'm going to do first though is. Everyone who loves the plant, look away. I didn't do it. Oh, he's hugging it. Oh, that's cute. Anyway.
I love that.
Yep. Anyway, we are going to run towards the blacksmith to get our rudder. And once we have our rudder, we are still gaming. Because then we just have to run back and give it back. And that's like almost the end of the run, y'all. So we're going to talk to the blacksmith. It will give us a new rudder. If you lose the rudder, a new one spawns in here. I had to find that one out the hard way. So we're almost done with the run. We're going to put the rudder back on the ship, and we're going to hope we don't get the bad RNG. But because we are at the end of the run, and there's nothing more to talk about other than that I love everyone who's been watching and donating so far. Thank you. I'm going to do my outro. So if you want to learn more about this game, definitely check out our speedrun community. It's not as big, so we would love to see more runners. I love this game. There is a new route, which is a lot faster. So definitely check that out. I am NaomiiPlays. You can find me on twitch.tv/NaomiiPlays. And y'all donate from a lol fund. It's awesome. Piquant, do you have anything you want to shout out?
Yeah, just shout out to you for an amazing run. Shout out to all the folks making this thing happen behind the scenes. There's so much that goes into it, and it's really amazing to see it happen. So, yeah, really grateful to be here. Thanks for having me, and hope everyone has a great rest of the marathon.
Absolutely looking forward to that Meta Nightmare run. It looks awesome. And with that said, let's hope it's not raining. It is raining. We gotta do another cycle. So there's more things to shout out. The thing I want to shout out is my favorite command of all time. It's called !donate. I think it's a cool command. It's my favorite. Check it out. It gives you a link. You should definitely press that and then donate. Definitely select those incentives because we definitely want to see that Meta Nightmare. That sounds awesome to me. And I think there's also Funky Kong. Funky Kong would be cool. Is it Funky Kong? It's Chunky Kong who looks funky. Yeah, that's what it is. So definitely check those out. And other than that, time ends once we set sail. So get ready on time. Come on, Captain, wake up. Time. And that's the run. Thank you so much for having me. And let's go to the next run. Bye-bye.